Oh, yes, that's more like it. Welcome back to the Stoke View. We've got a smiling Liam this week. We love to see it. Tell us all about it. Been dying to talk to you. Tell us about your famous victory against the Borough. Go.
Uh,
You've got
my,
all
vo-
evening.
my voice has only just come back. I'm not used to celebrating two goals. Um, yeah, it was great. It's probably the best overall performance we've had in a long while. Far better than the QPR one. It was more along the lines of, if you remember a few weeks ago when we lost against Birmingham, and I said we actually played really well. It's more along the lines of that. So yeah, I,
Yeah.
I'm not used to talking about winning, so it's going to be
No,
difficult to not
no,
moaning.
your wife must have been cock a hoop on Saturday night when you came in.
Yeah.
Just have to tiptoe around you. What about then the stadium itself? Because the fans made that an incredible atmosphere even before the goals had gone in. They got behind the team, which is what Leicester fans aren't doing. There's been lots of moaning about that. How much do you think the fans won that game as well?
Well, John Walters, as you know, has come in as technical director, and he put a video out as a rallying call to fans, saying that he needed the fans and the manager did. And I spent all the time on Twitter before the game saying I don't think it'll happen because we're not the same team as when Walters was there. We've been through quite a long the last 7 or 8 years, so the connection's not there. And I couldn't have been more wrong. The crowd straight from the off before kickoff were lively, singing, booing Middlesbrough every touch they had. It was great. It was the most enjoyable, probably the most enjoyable home game of the season, bar Rotherham, but everyone's home game against Rotherham's pretty enjoyable, I think. So,
Even better than the light show when you beat Leeds? Come on.
oh no, yeah, that was can't beat a good light show.
Right. Okay. So, having said that, though, that didn't change your position in the table, of course, too much. But does it give you hope now? Hope. It's the hope that kills you, though, isn't it? Does it give you hope that potentially now you've seen some fight in these players that you hadn't seen in the previous 3 weeks?
It gives you hope. The fixtures are tough. Got Leeds Tuesday, Preston flying. We've got Hull still. We've got Southampton away still. Um, but Schumacher has done what I wanted him to. He's taken out the risks, which we said we needed to. We looked harder to beat, if anything. It's that chaotic down there. I mean, like, I think Birmingham and Blackburn would have had the same weekend as we had the weekend before, where you lose a close game, and then you look at the league table, everyone around you's won, and you're looking at it going, what's happened here?
Yeah.
So I looked at the table after we won. We're still in the same position, and I thought it looked far better from our point of view. It's that tight. Anything could happen now, couldn't it?
Yeah. It's great for the neutral, isn't it? Just to win on Borough though, because obviously we speak to the Borough fans and we've seen the goals. I don't know what was going on in their defence for one of them. Were they that bad?
It's a little beauty here. That's what it was.
Were they that bad, or were you that good?
I personally don't think they were that bad. They probably could have gone one, if not 2-0 up. Iverson made a good save at the start of the game. Michael Rose made a block on the line, and Latte Laugh absolutely ripped Rose for pace both times on them occasions. I thought he was in for a tough day. He kind of tidy, knocked the ball around well. I think Lewis O'Brien's still top level championship player, in all honesty. They're kind of like a middle of the road team at the minute. They didn't know whether stick or twist, if that makes sense. They've got obviously decent players, but after the first 15 minutes, was no real threat. They messed about with it at the back a lot. Our press was really good. Lewis Baker in particular was really good, pressing him and Josh Laron, which I hope can be the midfield three, them two, and Berger, because it gives us a lot more legs. He finally dropped Luke Cundle.
You said that last week, didn't you?
Yeah. So yeah, they're not. I don't think they're a bad side. I just think they've not really focused on any particular style. They were just a bit wishy-washy.
Okay. All right then. So Preston then this weekend, tough one. This one. Obviously they're flying as well. How do you go about beating Preston?
Just hopefully the same again. Tough to beat. Do the basics. I don't think QPR and Sheffield Wednesday have done what they've done by reinventing the wheel. I think they've brought managers in who've been sensible, got them playing a certain way, take the risks out, take your chances. And that's all you can do, really. We've got ourselves in this position, so you can only get yourselves out of it, can't you? You can't worry about, especially with what the league table's like now, you can't worry about what anyone else is doing.
Yeah.
You know, we got Leeds tomorrow. As long as we don't take an absolute pasting, I'll be fine. But without this league's going at the minute, I wouldn't be surprised if all the bottom half teams win again. It's absolute chaos.
Yeah, it's madness. Yeah, anyone from even we've had Sunderland fans discussing relegation, and they're in 10th. It's absolutely crazy. All right, let's get some predictions then for you, and then we'll get you February Player of the Month before we let you go. Predictions then for Preston Stoke.
I'm going to go 1-0 win. I think we need to win. Start picking up some points. Preston are a good side. They're doing well, but it's not one of these sides where you're going to go, we're facing the almighty Preston, same as you would with a few teams. They're good sides, but they're beatable. Let's go positive for once. 1-0 win.
I love this. Good. Lot chirpier. What about the February player? Sorry to ask this. Your February Player of the Month.
I mean, by all rights, it should be Walter Berger. But 2 goals in 2 games from this little South Korean magician, Bae Jun-ho. He's been decent all season, to be fair, but we've always said he needs an end product. Now he's starting to show it. He absolutely tore Luke Ayling to shreds. I can't remember how old Luke Ayling is, but he looked about 75 by the end of the game.
Technically not in February, though, but we'll let you have it.
Yeah, give it him anyway. Okay. But yeah, February, it's got to be Walter Berger then, because he's just the best player by an absolute mile, to be honest. But
right, cheers, Liam. Good to see you back. Your smiling face. Good luck against Leeds. I think you might need it, and we'll catch you against Preston. We'll see how you got on next week. Thank you very much, Liam. Nice one.
Cheers. Thanks, Mark.